Third one is partial regulator. Here on the body act as heat insulator. Surface area and volume ratio. In a smaller organism, the surface area is large as compared to the volume, but in large animal this ratio is small, so the larger animal effectively control the body temperature. Okay, this is called partial regulators. Fourth, migration. The organism can move away temporarily from the stressful habitat to a more comfortable area and return when stressful period is over. Then suspend. Number 5, suspend. The organism may avoid the stress by escaping in time. Bears go into hibernation during winter, also called winter sleep. Some snails and fish go into estivation in summer, called summer sleep. Diapause, stage of suspended development. You can see it in zooplankton. Thick-walled spores in bacteria, fungi and lower plants. Now, age pyramids of population. Age pyramids of populations. What are these? A population at any given time is composed of individuals of different ages. If the age distribution is plotted for the population, the resulting structure is called an age pyramids. In your textbook, these are age pyramids. You can see here these 3 pyramids are age pyramids. The shape of the pyramids reflect the growth status of the population, whether A is growing, or B stable, or C decline. The pyramids for human population, males and females, are represents here. These are 3 pyramids. Number 1, expanding. Number 2, stable. And number 3, decline. Pre-reproductive, these are the 2, and reproductive and post-reproductive. There are 3 phases of ages. This conditions is most common, and this is not possible. It is an ideal condition. And the third one, which is decline, in adverse condition. This shapes of pyramid we found in adverse condition. Now, population growth. Population growth in your textbook. This is a figure given in your textbook. This is population density, and here is arrow immigration, and immigration. This is mortality rate, and this one is natality or a birth rate. Birth rate is plus or add to the population density. Immigration also added organism to the population, and these two, mortality and immigration, they subtract or minus from the population density. Here is a formula. N if N is the population density at a time t, then its density at time t plus 1 is nt plus b plus I and minus d plus e. Here we should know about immigration. Number of individuals of the same species that have come into the habitat from elsewhere during a given period. This is called immigration. Now, population interaction. We should also know natality refers to a number of births during a given period of the population, as I told you. Mortality, the number of deaths in the population during the given period, and immigration, number of individuals of the population who left the habitat and gone elsewhere during the time period of under consideration. Now the growth model. What about it? Growth of populations take place according to availability of food, habit conditions, and presence of other biotic and abiotic factors. There are two main types of models. Number one, exponential growth. What is this? In this kinds of growth occur when food and space is available in sufficient amount, when resources in the habitats are unlimited. Each species has the ability to release fully its innate potential to grow in number. The population grows is an exponential or geometric fashion. If in a population of size, if take n, the birth rate are represent as b and death rate represent as d, then increase and decrease in n during unit period of time t will denote dn upon dt equals to b minus d into n. If we take b minus d equals to r, then the representation change dn upon dt equals to Rn. Then R in this equation is called intrinsic rate of natural increase. Now logistic growth. Logistic growth. There is a competition between the individuals of population for food and space. The fittest organisms survive and reproduce. In this types of growth, initially shows a lag phase, followed by a phase of acceleration and then deceleration. And the formula will dn upon dt equals to r and k minus n upon k, where n population density at a time t, r intrinsic rate of natural increase, and k carrying capacity. Okay, now the population interaction. All animal, plants and microbes in a biological communities interact with each other. These interactions may be beneficial, detrimental or neutral, one of species or both, दोनों के लिए हो सकता है ना. Following types of interaction. Number 1, predation. It is an interspecific interaction where one animal kills and consumes the other weaker animal. And also in predation, the role of predators, which is a very important. What are the role of predators? Role of predator. What are the roles of predators? Transfer energy from plant to higher trophic levels, control prey populations, and biological control of agricultural pests, and maintain species diversity by reducing intensity of competition amongst competing prey species. और प्रेडेटर नहीं होंगे तो इनके प्रे की जो स्पीसीज है वो अनलिमिटेड बढ़ सकती है. Also, over exploitation of prey by the predator result in the extinction of prey and predators. Defense to lessen impact of predation. You can say A, insects and frogs. Camouflage. Monarch butterfly. Poisonous. And the plant morphological and chemical defense. Thorn in cactus, acacia, produce and store chemicals. Callotropics. Nicotine, caffeine, quinine, opium, etc. And the second one is competition.